My name is Joe. I am 26 years old. I live in a small apartment on a hill near the Moro. I work in a small shop. I study at night in a public college. I go to the shop in the morning. I go to class at night. I cook on the weekend. I buy food at the market. I take the bus sometimes. I walk when the sun is soft. I live with my mother and my little sister. My mother is 50. She cleans houses. My sister is 12. She studies in school. We eat together. We laugh together. We argue sometimes. We love each other. The city is loud. The sea is near. I can see the blue water from some streets. I can hear the waves when the wind is strong. I can smell coffee in the morning. I can smell fried food in the afternoon. I can feel the heat on my skin. I can feel the rain on my face. The light is bright. The light makes the colors strong. The houses on the Moro are small and close. They are painted in many colors. The streets are narrow. People talk on the street. They sit on the steps. They play music. They cook outside. The city has many faces. My day starts early. I wake at 6. I make coffee. I heat water on the stove. The coffee is dark and strong. My mother likes it with sugar. I like it without sugar. We eat bread with butter. My sister eats fruit. We talk about the day. My mother says, "Be careful." She touches my arm. She presses my hand and smiles. I leave the house at 7. I walk down the hill. I pass a small church. The church has a bell. The bell rings, and I stop for a moment. I look at the sky. The sky is pink. A man sells pão de queijo near the corner. The smell is warm and cheesy. I buy one sometimes. I sell soap, rice, beans, and soda. I know the names of all the customers. They are my neighbors. They ask about my mother. They ask about my sister. They tell me news. They tell me jokes. A woman brings a small cake and says, "For you." She smiles. I say, "Thank you. I like the small talk." It is like a net. It keeps me close to people. On Saturday, we make feijoada. My mother cooks the beans with meat. The house fills with the smell of beans and garlic. We put rice and orange on the table. We put farofa and collard greens. Friends come. We eat and talk. We drink guaran and sometimes a small beer. The music is on. Someone plays the cavaquinho and a small drum. We sing. The children run in the yard. The sun is warm on our backs. The food is heavy and good. We feel full and happy. This meal is a ritual. It is a way to be together. I go to the Samba school sometimes. The Samba school is on the other side of the city. I go there at night. The music is loud. The drums hit like a heart. People dance and move their bodies. The colors of the costumes are bright. The dancers smile and sweat. The air smells of perfume and sweat and fried food. I stand and watch. I feel the rhythm in my chest. I clap my hands. I sing a small line. The Samba school is a place of joy and work. People make the costumes for months. They sew and paint. They make the floats. They practice the steps. The Carnival is a big dream. It is a time when the city breathes together. The Moro is a place of many sounds. Children shout and play. Dogs bark. Radios play old songs. The street sellers shout their goods. A man sells fruit and calls, manga. Manga. A woman sells cold water and says, goa. People buy and talk. The houses are close. The stairs are steep. Clothes hang on lines. The sun makes the colors of the clothes bright. At night, the lights are small. The city looks like a map of small stars. I know the fear in the Moro. I know the police cars and the sirens. I know the silence after the sirens. I know the talk in the street when people are careful. I know the way my mother locks the door and looks out the window. I know the way my sister hides her phone when a stranger passes. I know the small rules. We do not go out late alone. We do not show money in the street. We keep our heads down sometimes. This is part of life here. It is heavy and real. But it does not stop the music. It does not stop the laughter. People find ways to live. I study social work at night. I want to help people. I want to work with children. I want to make a small school on the hill. I want to teach reading and music. I want to make a place where children can play and learn. I read books in the bus. I write notes on small paper. I talk with my teacher after class. She says, "You have a good heart." She smiles and touches my shoulder. I feel small and proud. On the bus, I see many faces. A woman with a baby sleeps on her shoulder. A man reads a newspaper. A boy listens to music with big headphones. The bus smells of sweat and perfume. The driver sings sometimes. He hums a song and taps the wheel. The city moves like a river. People go to work. People go to school. People go to the market. The bus stops and people get off. The city is a big body with many small parts. I love the sea. On Sunday, I go to the beach. I walk on the sand. The sand is warm. The water is cold. I swim and I float. I watch the surfers. I watch the children build castles. I buy a coconut and drink the water. The coconut is sweet and fresh. The sun is strong. I put on a hat. I sit and watch the people. A man sells akaraje near the sand. The smell is spicy and good. I buy one and eat slowly. The taste is strong and hot. I feel alive. There are days when I feel tired. I feel the weight of the city. I feel the small money in my pocket. I feel the long lines at the bank. I feel the heat in the bus. I feel the noise at night. I feel the worry for my family. My mother is tired. She works many hours. My sister needs new shoes. I think about the future. I think about the school I want to make. I think about the children who need a place to read. I think about the Samba school and the Fijada and the sea. I think about the small things that make life sweet. Sometimes I walk to the old part of the city. The houses are tall and old. The streets are stone. The wind moves the leaves. I see a man painting a door. He paints with slow hands. I see a woman selling flowers. The flowers are red and yellow. I smell the perfume. I sit on a bench and watch. An old man plays a small guitar. He sings a song about love. His voice is soft and a little broken. People stop and listen. A child gives him a coin. The man smiles and says, "Obrigado." He touches his heart. I have friends who live in other parts of the city. One friend is named Maria. She is 27. She works in a hospital. She helps people. She has a small son. She is strong. She laughs loud. She calls me on the phone and says, "Come to my house." I go and we eat and talk. We watch old movies. We cry sometimes. We remember our childhood. We remember the small games on the street. We remember the smell of our grandmother's kitchen. My father left when I was small. I do not speak to him. I have a picture of him in a box. I open the box sometimes. I look at the picture and I feel a small pain. I ask my mother about him. She says little. She looks away. I do not ask more. The past is a small room with a closed door. I keep the key in my pocket sometimes. At night, the city changes. The lights come on. The music moves from the bars to the houses. People sit on balconies and talk. The air is cooler. The smell of dinner is in the street. I walk home slowly. I pass a small square. People play cards. A man sells roasted corn. The sound of laughter is soft. I see a couple embrace, pressing cheeks together and kissing once on each side of the face. They look like they are in a small world. I smile and keep walking. I learn from the city. I learn to be patient. I learn to listen. I learn to share. I learn to cook a good feijoada. I learn to fix a small radio. I learn to dance a small step of Samba. I learn to say good morning with a smile. I learn to be brave when the night is loud. I learn to be kind when the day is hard. One day I will open the small school. I will paint the walls blue and yellow. I will put books on the shelves. I will put a small drum in the corner. I will teach the children to read and to sing. I will make a small garden with tomatoes and herbs. I will cook feijoada for the parents on a Saturday. We will eat and laugh. We will make a small community. I will ask my mother to help. She will say yes and she will cry. My sister will help with the music. She will teach the children a small song. The city will keep its noise. The sea will keep its blue. The Moro will keep its stairs. The Samba school will keep its drums. People will keep their small rituals. The city is a book with many pages. I read a page every day. I write a small line in my notebook. I keep the lines like seeds. I walk home now. The moon is thin. The air is soft. My mother waits with a small light in the window. My sister sleeps with a book on her chest. I open the door and the house smells of coffee and soap. My mother looks at me and says, "You are home." I put my bag down. I sit at the table. We eat a small dinner. We talk about the day. We laugh about a small joke. We listen to a song on the radio. The song is old and sweet. I close my eyes and I think of the children I will meet. I think of the small school and the drum. I think of the sea and the samba. I think of my mother and my sister. I think of the city that holds us. I feel a quiet hope like a small light in my chest. I sleep and I dream of a street full of children. They run and read and sing. The city listens and smiles. The last light of the night stays with me like a promise.